Okay. But not picture. There's a picture. Leave it as that. Show the device I'm using. Device default. Put spool. Yeah. Okay. Announced. Boom, 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 boom. How do we get the link to this? Settings, okay. Wait, how do I? Yeah, okay. Okay. Down, post. Okay, set, I think. More or less. It's already one person watching. So yeah, but that will be recording, so let me open this part probably. Okay. And yeah, actually what I'm going to do is meanwhile create a project on Cup, don't scheme. Put it this way. I'll put this here, and this here. And make this full size. Okay, so I need to create a new project. Call it duty. Create. This part. Okay. Just wait while people connect and we'll start. Yeah, maybe init, git remote add, merge. Here, stage. Okay, this is my utilities project. Okay, and go here. We go here. and replace it with this. Is it? Probably. Yeah, probably. Okay. Hi everyone. Hi. I should move. Actually, I should move comments here as well. Okay, yes. So the thing is, I have template project. I can copy it. Clj. Now do this. Go to clj-reload. Paste it. Close. Now we don't need this anymore. From project. I need this as well. Yet. Closure to this file, different component. Okay, let's start with README. So the plan is to clj-reload, right? From namespace. Okay, it still doesn't work yet. Let's go to tools namespace and copy the description. Tools for managing namespace and code, persons, extract dependencies, building graph namespace of the project, update the graph as files change, and reload files in the correct order. This is only about namespace depends business. What results to the one line? Okay. I guess we can copy that. Yeah. Smarter way to reload code. Yeah. Okay. So let's copy. Let's copy this. Smarter way. Let's say it tracks. Hello, stream after long. Yes. So we're trying to build a replacement for tools namespace. I don't like some of the things about it. And yeah, it shouldn't be that hard. Although, yeah, I hope it's not that hard. Yeah, so smart way to reload code, tracks, namespace, dependencies, and unload loads load them in the reverse, and then load them in the correct topological order. Yeah, so let's find here. Library is going to be clj-reload. Replace. We should only find in folder. Replaced, and yeah, this will like it. clj-reload, yes. clj-reload, yes. Yeah, it seems fine, right? To do, yeah, we don't need this anymore. clj-reload core. clj-reload. I think it's fine. And this is fine. Okay, yeah, this should be 24. Well, I think we can start. Okay, let me check something. Let's check that REPL works. Yes, REPL doesn't work. I guess this REPL. Oh, because yeah, this is not how it's called anymore. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's try again. Yeah, it worked. So we have working REPL now. We can. Yes, it should be rename clj-reload. Like this. And there should be also clj-reload. Okay, let's see that REPL works. It works. You don't see that, right? Yeah. But so I could see it probably. Can I do something with my? Yeah, you know what? I probably should put myself in here. This way, I will not close some important parts. And another thing that I want to do is actually, can I do? Wait, transform, flip, yeah, flip, so yeah, I can show you probably. So OBS has this thingy. No, not this one. It's hard to see. No, not that. Okay, so you see when I click here, right? And if I want, wait, I don't know if it works. Oh, it didn't work for me before. Yeah, okay, but the diagonal movement, it not always doesn't always work in custom menus. I guess it worked here. After all, okay. So we have REPL, we have everything. So what do we want? So we want the basics, right? So first we need to find all closure files. Next, we need to parse everything in them, basically, and extract dependencies from namespaces. And third, we need a function that like does this load, unload, reload, all that thing. So, and we're probably going to. Okay, so we're going to start with dirs, and dirs are going to be set to src by default. Okay. Yeah, we can change this later, whatever. So let's find files. My stream is current bitrate is lower than recommended. Wow. Well, too late to change this now. Звук ужасный. Sound is terrible. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's not like I can do much. Well, I can restart, but I don't know how much will it help. Let's restart. I don't know. Start again. Is it better? Worse? How is it? Not better, I guess, right? Yeah, it's terrible. Okay, let's see what we can do. We can do this. Now, how does it sound now? A little bit better. Yeah, and I have actually a third option. Let me try the third one. Third one would be this one. Okay, this is the third option. So which one do you think I should go with? Second one. Let's go with the second one. Yeah, let's go with this one. Okay. I hope it's fine. Yeah, I think it sounds okay-ish. So, find files, accept directories, right? How do we do this? Well, and you can try 6.8. Okay, it's complaints about my stream, whatever. Bitrate, yeah. Okay, let's use 680. So YouTube stops complaining. Yeah, I lost a little bit of skill for these things, but we will get through. Don't worry. Okay, so find files. I guess. How does it work? We take directories. It should be recursive, right? So the simplest way, okay, let me get this, my thingy on the screen. File seek, I think, what we need, right? Because the file seek is file seek is trigger seek on Java files. So we do file seek except one directory. So we take tiers, do map cat, and filter. I'll do actually map cat your file like this. Filter is file percent and filter get name master and space. Actually, yeah, no, what we need is vmatches gc, right? This is regex and this. Okay, probably not super efficient, but we want to start. So, oh yeah, okay, require closure Java EOS EO. What else do we require? Closure string. Okay. Get name, yeah, because we need import Java EO file, right? So it needs to know that this is a file and this is a file. Okay, now, yes, because let's do this. Now it works. Okay, so let's do find files, src, def, and test. This is the files it found. So looks fine to me, I guess. Okay, we're halfway done. Now what we need to do is we need to actually parse those files. And that might be a little bit tricky. This is a part, I actually did a patch to tools namespace that incorporates some of my changes, but I'm just not sure how long it will take to merge them, or if maintainers are even willing to merge them. So like I'm using them, but I don't want anybody to force to use them as well. So that's why a separate library, right? And some of the changes probably like too much or like change too much or incompatible. So yeah, it's probably easier to start with a new library. But I've been inside the tools namespace a little bit, and we can we can use that knowledge actually. So let's write a function that's parse file, and let's say it's content, right? And actually tools namespace uses clj-reader. I'm not sure, tools reader, I'm not sure what the deal here is, but let's see. Closure reader and closure. Yeah, but what's the difference? Of the reader from closure and more for a list of additional features, the difference from list leader.java. Okay, let's see. There are small differences from closure line list reader. Read throws an X and 4 for almost every exception. Whereas closure line list reader throws a reader exception, wrapping the causing exception. Read is capable of reading literal tags containing periods. Literal tags containing periods. Okay, whatever. Closure reader read, tools reader read checks if alias map is bound. If that's the case, aliases will be resolved by querying it. It must be map. Otherwise, another alias will be used. No idea what that means. Add additional line column info to symbols, vectors, and maps when possible. Yeah, this might be useful. Probably the biggest change, right? Every line has additional arity with which it's possible to specify the reader to read from. Okay, yeah. Whatever. Okay, so let's see if we have read again. Features. Okay, let me actually also make this window full size for our setup. So what I have here, read stream and E of error, E of value. Read the next object from the stream, which must be an instance of Java pushback reader of some derived. Stream defaults to the current value of in. Read cont allows to process the condition and preserve to keep all branches. Yeah, we probably need allow. Feature, presence of the feature. Yeah, that's, I know. On EOF, return value unless EOF throw, then throw. If not specified, we'll throw. Okay. Note that reader can execute code controlled by 3D while, and as such should be used only with trusted source and data source interrupt. Yeah, okay, so So let's see how I think it was in file. I think it was in file here, right? No, it was in parse, but yeah, it actually creates like your reader file, pushback reader, whatever. So maybe parse.clj and command and as declaration clj ops expand quotes. This is my function actually. Read and as declaration. Attempt to read and as declaration from reader. Yeah, okay. This is also changes a little bit. Prefix spec, option spec. Yeah, this is the next step. Okay, so yeah, okay, so maybe we use files. Well, okay, let me think. Yeah, it makes sense to pass file. It makes sense to pass reader actually. Okay, so let's do reader and assume def. Okay, yeah, we'll do testing separate. Okay, so read. I guess it's like this. Adopt. Not that reader can and such should be used. I think we should set this to false, right? Hi, Martin. I think so. Okay, where is the reading happening? Okay, the reading is happening here, right? Reader opt. Okay, so let's do a loop, right? Let for read opts, which are going to be probably, well, let's do reader opts here, and we want read content allow, right? Like this, and we want eoff, and eoff is going to be eoff, like this. Okay, and finally we want opts. We want features like this. So this has the features that we want. This has the reader opts. Okay. Alexander Kondratiev, hi. Reader opts and RDR. Okay. So we read the form, and then we go check what kind of form it is. Tag is the first form, okay, so basically this, then we check NS nil, for example. Actually, so we want to build data structure from this, right? And the data structures that I want is current namespace is nil, right? Result is this, okay? So if the tag is ns, we do what? We do what? We let me format this better. We need to parse it, kind of, right? So definitely parse ns. Okay, so we call this probably read file, or just read, yeah, read file. Parse ns, and there is something like parse ns declaration here, I think, but the ns form. Okay, so it's called form, and it basically goes like ns name blah blah blah, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to return a tuple because we want to merge it into this thingy. It's gonna contain second form and next form. So basically everything after. But we're going to parse this, right? To do parse next form. But for now, we just want to make sure that this kind of works. Why not on Twitch? I'm not sure, actually. It's, I guess, because on YouTube you just can save the stream as a video on demand and it stays forever. And on Twitch, it's, you need to like record it separately into a file, upload, it appears like half an hour later, and yeah, the whole thing, it's faster this way, for me at least. Yeah, okay, so what we're going to do is recur, right? Recur, let name body parse ns form, okay? record name and a sock result name body like this. Okay. Else record current NS result. Something like that. Okay. We definitely need test namespace. So I'm going to do that. Hi, Gower. I'm going to write test namespace somewhere. I'm not sure where, but so the thing is, if I write it here, for example, it might try to interpret it. Well, we can actually no, yeah. What we can do is do this. Okay. Let's start with testing because. That's always good. So, so let's say clj-reload. Is it for hot code reload in Humble UI? Yes, yes, it's an improvement on tools namespace. Tools namespace does stuff. Some stuff does not work as I prefer it to work. So yeah, I had to. Okay, so test, right? Let's do dev test. And we're going to read file test, right? So let's say the file is nsx require, right? abc sc. Well, we need all sorts of things. So abc, that's a simple require. That's require with ls, right? And there are other forms which I think we can find here. Let me see. I'm not sure. Yeah, apparently you can do this. Or you can do you can do this. You can do abd, right? abe is e, and then apparently you can do ABCD like this, and finally the hardest of them all is AB, yeah, it's actually FG and H, right? H. Okay, so this is file that we are going to test. Yeah, probably won't. Well, this is fine. This is actually fine. Spaces don't mean anything really. Yeah, and we want read file, so equals, I don't know, something, clj-reload read file, pushback reader, EO. Is a string? Yeah, there's string reader. String reader file. Okay, so this is this, right? Let's reload everything. Let's test everything. Okay, pushback reader. Okay, yeah. We need to import Java EO pushback reader string reader Okay, testing didn't work. That checks out. This is because we don't have exit condition. Yeah, this should work. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't work yet, but testing kind of works. Okay, let's start specifying like what we expect here. So namespace is going to be X, right? So this is our namespace X. What we want to depend on, we probably want pens and here we have a set, probably ABC. I can probably use quotes, right? ABD, ABE, ABF, ABG, ABH, AB. Wait, did I miss some letters? I was forget A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. No. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. No, that's fine. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, so, yeah, looks fine. Run test, still fails. Still not what we expect, which is fine. Yeah, and now we need to write these functions that basically parses this nonsense. Right, and also the second case is that we might have second require actually A, B, that was alphabet I, right, which is totally legal, API. We can have imports and use. We can actually have use, yeah, so let's go use ABG, okay. What else can we have? I think that's all, or some people write the required reload all. Yeah, this is fucked up actually. Hi Nikita. Has anybody already asked what keyboard you have? Do you still use split keyboards? Yeah, I do. Mine is called Helix. And I have a photo of it, I think, here, yeah, this one. And you have to buy it from Japan, so that's a problem. But it's possible. Where's the wheel, there's a way. Actually, like, yeah, I was kind of a little bit excited about the spinners, but I end up not using them. I can actually scroll with them, and there's another one, like change volume, but I ended up not using them, unfortunately, so this might as well be keys, and it will be probably more useful. Yeah, but well, who knows. Yeah, so let's try to, so here's use, there is require, and there is require macros. Okay, I don't know about this one though. I think you can read from load, again, class, refer, closure. Yeah, I don't see require macros, so I think this might be closure script thing, right? Yeah, this is closure script thing. We don't support closure scripts, so yeah, whatever. I don't plan to. I stopped streaming on Twitch. Yeah, just it's easier to upload to change. You don't have to upload your stream on YouTube after you're done. So that's the main reason. Otherwise, like features wise, I'm not sure what the difference is. So, yeah. If you have a good argument for Twitch, I can listen to it for sure. Parse namespace form. So okay, let name second form, right? And we run loop here as well. It's called body, and it's the next form. Cont empty body, and yeah, result is also this thingy. We just return result, right? If and okay, so we probably need list. Okay, the form is first body, right? Tag is for when list form first form. Okay. Equals tag equals required tag. Okay. Now we kind of need to parse those. Well, I guess it's all the same. So we just write parse required form, right? Required tag. Basically, what we do is record with body, with next body, and we can actually do this, I think. Do this and update result where is depends depends update result depends, yeah. Twitch is mainly for streaming, but so is YouTube. Like, it has all the same features. It has chat and it has video on demand. So, like, what's the difference these days? That result depends on conch actually. Parse require form, right? Like this, else record body result. Like so. Oh yeah. Okay, let me see. How do we call this? Parse in this form as body. Okay, so body, this is going to be body. Okay. Okay, so this is how it goes, and well, actually, with this one can be require or use, right? So one of those, but this is fine. So it's parse require form, and we iterate. So there are two ways, basically, to do this, right? Okay, let's read actually Lib spec is a lib name or a vector containing a lib name followed by options expressed as sequential keywords and arguments. Prefix list is common for Clojure code to depend on several libs. When specific libs, prefix list can be used to reduce. Contains the shared prefix followed by lib specs. After removing the prefix, the name of the domains must not contain. What? Interesting. Sometimes everything blinks with a very upscaled text. This is very interesting information. I notice it with my edge of my site, but I'm not sure what I can do without it, unfortunately. So this says that this cannot contain periods, right? Like this. But otherwise it says that. So what I'm saying is, all streamers on Twitch that I watch is streaming a lot on YouTube. I just only watch videos, and if I want to find recently watched, this is now not on Twitch. I don't know how to comment on that. I get much more views like afterwards, after the video airs, and with like unpredictable schedule. I think it's better on YouTube though. Yeah, so we need to distinguish between this situation and this situation. And the main way to distinguish is if the second thing is a keyword. Okay, so parse require form. Okay, so we have a loop again, right? So body is next form. So we skip the require keyword, and result is kind of like this, right? We might use a prefix in here somewhere, but yeah, we'll do that later. Okay, so cont, well, actually, let it's going to be decal and body from body, right? Yeah, now cont empty body. We just return result. Yes. Otherwise, symbol decal. Recur body prime conch result decal. So we handle this case, right? Like this. I'm not sure. Like, but yeah. Let's do this. Okay. Let's copy all of those in here as comments, and then we can do. So now we kind of assume this is sequential, right? I wish I can do a search here, but I can't. We can do not sequential decal. So xn4 unexpected form. Well, oh yeah. Actually, we need first form and decal like this. for form decal, like this. Okay. So now we kind of know that this thing is sequential, right? New or new second decal or keyword second decal. Okay, so new is exactly this and keyword is exactly this, right? So if this happens, what we do is we actually do recur body. We actually do a sort. Oh, yeah, I don't like the sort. Should I do a sort? Let's do a sort. You should have enabled this. Well, okay, so the deal with asserts in Clojure and in Java is that they are not enabled by default. Okay, so you have to go to extra mile to assert them. What the fuck? I get? Yeah. Sorry, my. Guess when I was copying the templates, I didn't copy the invisible files, which is unfortunate because I like invisible files. How do I show invisible files? Is there a way to see? Yeah, no, right? No. Let's show invisible files in Finder. Written here. Okay, Finder show invisible files. Hidden files. Okay, that's one way to do it. I might regret this in the future, but hopefully not. Okay, sorry for jumping from conclusion. Yeah, so the deal is you don't, these are not enabled. So, so the problem is, like, if you don't specify enable assertions like this, they just won't go. And command shift dot. Okay, yeah, I know, I knew it. I think I knew it, but I forgot, of course. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, perfect. Thanks. So if I put a assert here, it might not trigger, but whatever, right? Symbol first, right? And then we do the same. And then like this, okay? So we're stuck with this thing, okay? And the way we are going to solve this is we are going to put prefix here. I'm going to put prefix here, huh? No, I'm not going to put prefix here. It would be crazy. Okay, so what we have is the rest. We have this. Okay, so what we're going to do is going to be else. we say prefix is first decal. No, wait, yeah, first decal, yes. The prefix is first decal, right? Loop decal, next decal. So we loop over the rest and result. Again, result is like this. If, well, cont kind of, right? Empty decal result, simple decal. Well, I should start calling it form as well, right? Empty form, so we do this. We do this. Simple decal. Well, these are form. Yeah, okay, let's do decals. Okay, so this is true result. Okay, decals, dec and decals from decals, empty decals, single decal, recur decals, conch result. No. But also here we need to join the thing, right? Well, okay. Yeah, let's not do this. This is like way too complicated. Okay. Let's call suffixes, and the suffixes will go over next decal, and if symbol percent, otherwise first percent. So these are suffixes, right? So what we are going to do is going to record this body. And into results, map suffixes. Right, so map suffixes, and what we do is symbol str prefix name percent, like this. And we put dot between. This should do it. Let's run our test, and our test didn't work. Parse require form, somewhere didn't work. Parse this form. Wait, what? This shouldn't be the case, actually. Resident like. Wait, what? This is not correct, actually. Yeah, okay, so this is not good, actually. My run tests did not reload the code, and I need to address that. Let's go to user clj test all. Actually, we need to reload. Like reload all. Well, yeah, let's go reload here. Okay, so now it kind of Okay. Yeah, it almost worked, but it put everything into tiny small. Oh, not everything though. So we just fucked it up. ABI, APG. So yeah, I didn't unify the depends between themselves, right? Update result conj. So instead of this, we need to fnil into like this. See? Boom. Yeah, it worked. Haha. Yes. We are halfway like through tools namespace actually, and we just wrote how many? Like less than 100 lines, right? Which is, I think it's pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, now, the second part that I want to test is actually this thing. So at some point you might decide A, B, it's K, right? Is it K? Yeah, it is K. K, okay, so I know from. So you can decide like do something like this, and then it's like this, right? So I want to support this, right? Yeah, let's roll this out. This is actually an addition I did to closure tools namespace. So if you steal code from there, it's fine. And it goes like this. No, wait. It goes like this. Yeah, we need. So we need this expand quotes. Expand quotes. I like name unquote, but unfortunately closure kind of uses it, so I can't. But yeah, so we need this. This is like pure utility method, right? Let's do this. Okay, so we need this. We need closure void like this. Now what do we do? Yeah. Okay. So now we might have. This is parse namespace. No, we don't need parse namespace. What we have is hash. It's either require or use in the Can you please explain what I am doing for non-closure coders? As I know, you can write macros that takes closure forms as data, so I don't understand why you're writing parser for closure code manually. So what's going on is you have a set of closure files like this, right? You have like this file, whatever, multiple files. So the library that I'm writing is going to look at all those files, figure out their dependencies, and reload them from disk. Okay? So to figure out the dependencies, you need to just look at file as text. So closure can evaluate this file, right? Like you can run it. But you get, as a result, like a living object that might be like changed in real time or stuff like that, and might not have all the information that you need. So, or might not be loaded at all. So what we are doing is we're just looking at this file as a set of forms and find forms that start with an S, find the requires inside them, and store them as dependencies. So like here you can see that basically we start with a file, or that is a string that looks like this, like, right, it's just a string. So we start from that, and we expect to get some value that describes that file. And in our case, it's like the symbol, the namespace, the name of the namespace here, mapped to its dependencies, like here. What a beautiful sound of keyboard. What is that? Let's show that. Yeah. Oh no. There's some key shortcut that actually closes everything. Closes the window. Yeah, so this is a Helix keyboard. I have the repo here, Tonsky Helix layout. It looks like this. I'm not sure if you can show it to the camera. Let me see. Pretty good keyboard. I cannot use non-split ones because my hands start to hurt, so I had to choose a split one, and I chose the one that has like the simplest shape, that's a square with a bunch of buttons, and made this as thin as possible. So that was the thinking behind it. Yeah, kind of. I hope I answered the question about namespaces as well. So basically, if Clojure has evaluated namespaces, it's already too late, right? So we expect our program to work in presence of errors, of files that don't compile, and stuff like that. And this is like utility library. So basically, you work on your code base, you change some files, you hit some key shortcut, in my case it's Command R, like refresh in browser. And this thing is supposed to go look at all the files, see which ones was updated since it was last run, and reload only those files and leave everything else like intact, right? So it's like in Clojure you can't read file and get its forms parsed to some AST structure, not to parse it manually. Well, I mean, you do, you get it. This is AST. I mean, what's AST? I suppose, right? It is parsed, so like I don't go like look for parents and brackets and stuff like that. I only look for symbols. So basically, this thing here, read, does the parsing for me. So I don't parse it myself. But the rest, yeah, I have to look at forms myself. Why rewriting? What's problem you're trying to solve? Yeah, so I put it in README, and there's like a little bit. So I want more features from tools namespace basically, and I want it to work a little bit differently from how it works right now. And those changes are not necessarily compatible with what is there right now. So yeah, I decided to give it a shot. I also think like the code base can be like 3 times smaller. Okay. And it's fun. So let's handle. I'll put README. I can put README on the GitHub if you want to read through it. Actually, let me go and add this. Yeah, let me remove actually this part because you cannot use it yet. But yeah, you can go. Oh, I don't have remote. Okay, yeah, let me create this real quick. This should work. Yeah, set changes I want to make to tools namespace. So basically, then not reload everything, only reload stuff that was already loaded previously. Try to keep def onces, for example, when you want some value to stick around. Why not support this from the get-go? Yeah, and some API changes, define what you don't want to reload in advance, make exclusions and stuff like that. Okay, so let's do this, right? So if the form is either require or use, right? Require or use. We can actually get list of forms from here. Parse require form, but we need to unquote them. So let depths parse require how to expand quote. Expand quotes form and sock update result name update depends into depths, right? Like this. Should it work? Let's see. Exception, test failed, but I didn't update the test actually. I need ABK here, ABK. Still fails. So, yeah, okay. Yeah, this is something that we don't want. Okay, so we want this. We want actually to assert parent-ns. Otherwise, there is require. Well, actually. Expected tag form before outside of ns. Okay, so we suppose this happens and blah blah blah, and now it's what's going on. Still not. I forgot. Oh yeah, I forgot. So we have some quote somewhere. Okay, what's what? We have quote. Wait, what? This is strange. So this is the problem. We have our namespace, but we have also quote somewhere. So I guess expand quotes didn't work. Why? So what I'm going to do is actually this. Yeah, it didn't work, but why didn't it work? It should work, right? Let's do this. Yeah, this works, right? Okay. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but we'll figure it out. So, why do you prefer Sublime? Because it is fast and it doesn't have too much features. So Visual Studio Code is like, it just bombards you with features when you start it, and it like has notifications, some 10 types of underlining and warnings everywhere, and it always wants something from you. And Sublime is just straightforward. It's like perfect, simple tool. Yeah, okay, so what I'm doing here is #p. This is not a closure feature, this is a feature from my... I stole this idea from Vue.jester, so let's see, yeah. Well, he has a library called #p, and basically the idea is you put this hashtag before a form, it prints to console, and returns the form. So it's the fastest way to print something unobtrusively, basically, right? And I have my own utility library called Duty, and I ported this to my library, so I have it as well now. I don't get though, like what's going on. Parse require form, expand quotes, form. So the form is require quote ABK. We run expand on it, and it still requires quote ABK. I don't understand it. Okay, so let's do this actually. Let's do this. Read string reader. Like this, right? Java EO string reader. Okay. Yeah, Java EO pushback reader. Okay, so this is what it is, right? Let's call second on this. This is called ABK. Let's call list false. What do you mean false? Wait. What do you mean false? It's cons. Okay. So I guess fuck me. It should be sequential and shouldn't be sequential, not vector. Boom. Okay. That's very interesting, but whatever, man. Who knows? Use ABL, right? ABL test still works. Did you heard about that editor? What do you think about it? Yeah, I heard about it. I'm not excited as you folks are. I mean, I have it right here. I had it for a long time. They actually I mean, I don't need it. I mean, I have Sublime already. It's like, it's the same stuff, but probably less capable, so. And it has collaboration features, basically, like the only reason for it to exist is like collaboration. Well, there are two reasons for it to exist, right? It's supposed to be fast, and it has collaboration. Collaboration I don't need, and I'm not sure how many people need it, right? So, like, working in the same code base at the same time seems kind of strange. Pairing, maybe, but working in the same code base, yeah, it's probably a very rare situation. But yeah, I don't work in teams like that close. So maybe I didn't know something. Maybe there are lots of people who need stuff like that. And the second, well, yeah, okay, so collaboration and is that it's fast, right? But Sublime is also fast, so like there's no reason for me to switch if I don't need collaboration, and I don't need collaboration, so no reason to switch. But if it draws some user base from Visual Studio Code, I will be happy about it, yeah, for sure. Visual Studio Code is like, it's not funny. It's like terrible. Like you see, like it's like it has some, I don't know, highlights everything jumps when I move, and I don't know, there is like, what this pencil means, why it moves when I put my cursor, like, what the fuck? Okay, so look, I put my cursor over it. Okay, wait, yeah, why it jumps like to different lines? I don't know. It's crazy, and like this folding, and like and you create new file, it asks you something like, what do you think about this file or whatever, and there are notifications that pops up here, and like the copilot and shit, and like this, what is this ports, like, yeah, I don't know. And it's like it wants so much from you, so yeah, I don't know, yeah, it's not my, definitely not my cup of tea. It doesn't feel solid as well. It's like everything like jumps a little bit and like, you know, doesn't have its place. Sublime text, it's crazy solid. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I like Sublime the most. I'm just wondering if Sublime around die all the time. What do you mean? That have big finding. I'm not sure about that. I mean, I don't know anything about that. Maybe. Well, if it does have a big funding, then RIP that they will introduce some marketplace or app store or some bullshit and advertisement. I don't know. It's probably nothing good come from big funding for stuff like this. Okay, so we have those, right? So the last feature that we want to try is actually, oh, well, no. Okay, so we need, yeah, let's try NSY require AB, okay. Let's test. Test didn't work, but that's expected, right? No. Like this. Now it works. So we support multiple namespaces, which is great, I think. which is great. The deal breaker of Sublime for me is that you can't move the sidebar to the right side. Well, yeah. You want, well, there are some things about Sublime that are not perfect, right? So I'm not denying that, but overall, I like how solid it feels and that it doesn't change that much. So I don't have to read through updates every month, and turn off another features that I don't need every month as well. But yeah. I mean, the biggest thing for me is that you can't move files in the tree. It's terrible. You have to reveal them in Finder and do that stuff in Finder. And if you rename folder here, well, rename folder works, but if you rename top level folder, it breaks and yeah, it's crazy. I don't like it. There's clear Sublime made by Nikita. Give it a try. Kinda, but I need for me to put it terminal is weird. First thing I notice is that it doesn't have terminal. Yeah. I mean, it does have terminal, so this is terminal, right? But it's probably not very good. So, I tend not to use it. But yeah, I have my own REPL for Clojure. I have my own runners that can run executables and print outputs. I have my biddings to reload stuff when I want, execute stuff that I want, and yeah, I'm pretty happy. So yeah, the third thing is we want to support in NS Z, for example, and then require APN, right? So like this, right? And what we expect is we basically almost identical to this. It wouldn't work, obviously. I need to run compile and command. I need to run compile and run command from it. Yeah. I mean, I have this set up. I have REPL, for example, test. If I want to run test, I have it here. It runs, and this is the output, right? I can rerun this one keystroke. And I can run REPL the same way. And bound and keystroke. It's all. You can work with that. It's yeah, no editor is perfect. So you expect to invest into it, right? To set up the font that you like and color scheme that you like and turn on the features that you need, and maybe adapt to it a little bit. But the foundations you can't change. So probably you can't make Visual Studio Code fast, or you can't disable features from Visual Studio Code. They will add them each month anyway for you. So yeah. Yeah, let's do in NS real quick and finish this. So if the tag is in namespace, right? So name. So it's kind of goes like this. You see, autocomplete is also not perfect, right? Why it's not. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know what's the deal about it, yeah, that's perfect, but cool. Our test works, so we kind of support all of those, right? All the tricky bits about require, use, namespace, in namespace, and require. So basically we support multiple namespaces per file, which tools namespace doesn't support right now. I'm not sure how useful it is, probably not very, it's probably a bad idea, but we do, and they don't, yay.
And yeah, we're probably going to filter for def1s later. Like there could be def1s like in here somewhere. We need to remember this as well. But this is for another stream, right? It's been going long enough today. So what should we do? Should we comment something? Probably not. Probably don't need this. Oh, okay, yeah, we can leave this comment form. Parse NS form, parse require form. Yeah, I should actually put this A, B, F, S, F, well, actually F, G is G, like this. Okay. So we don't do this. This is just checks. We probably should check for exceptions as well, but I don't know. Who has time for that, right? Parse require form. Actually, you know what? We should probably catch those exceptions. So. Yeah, so idea is this should be as versatile as possible. So it's not versatile even, but you know, survive bad code as well, as much as possible, as well as good code. So parse require form and probably parse NS form as well should be wrapped into so yeah, let me show you actually. Yeah, there's a macro in here in tools namespace that ignores reader exception. Embody serves an exception caused by syntax error from tools reader, return nil, or withdraws those exceptions. I probably want that, right? Although I'm not sure if you run read and read throws an exception, we should stop reading that file, I guess. An ideal IDE exists actually, but it only works with one language. It's small talk. Looks like after completion doesn't restore that X, Y, or Y in one word. Yeah, I mean, no, yeah, it breaks with dashes because most languages don't use dashes, right? Kebab case, which is the best case, by the way, but it didn't work, which is unfortunate. Yeah, and Sublime is not perfect, and yeah, if I had like source code for it, I could probably fix it myself, but I don't, so I can't. So this is what I'm thinking. So if read file here throws an exception, right? Let's actually do let's copy their experience. I bet they know what they're doing. Exception E if so we ignore reader exception, right? We also want to parse NS form try. Wait, we don't throw in here, right? So there's nothing to throw actually. Right? We just silently ignore. We do throw in here. So in here we actually Um, um, so result is a hash set, right? Okay, something is not right. What? Okay. Decals. Okay, so we kind of ignore exception here if we don't understand what's going on. But no, actually, we can't use try catch in the record. So. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Yeah. Throwing like it doesn't make sense. We throw in the catch immediately right there. What's the idea? What we're going to do is we're going to print here actually. Print ln unexpected blah 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 form like this. Okay, and then record body result. So just ignore stuff. And here again, if symbol first decal, we just record. Otherwise, what we do is print ln unexpected blah 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 form and record body result. Yes, yes. I don't have any recurse anywhere else. Cool. Should I try to inject some stuff? It's really hard to test for result, but let's do. Well, let's do. I don't know. Yeah, let's do test with errors actually. NSX require 1 to 3, which is tryable, right? Is equals x depends empty. Okay, we're going to define read string. Read string is going to do this. Okay, so both of them broke because what? Okay. Unexpected require form 1 to 3, but expected. What else require what? So declaration is not sequential. Basically, we handled that. Now it is sequential, but the first symbol is not. Well, yeah. 3, 4, 5, like that. Yes. And finally, yeah, we don't check actually anything here, so it's kind of weird test, but yeah, whatever. Technically, I'm supposed to check this out this there. Well, I can actually check. Okay, so I can this out this there like this. Okay, and without stair returns. I kind of want both return value and output. Yeah. Okay. So so out is going to be string writer. Okay. Binding out. So this is result. String writer, and what we are going to do here is compare this, and also is equals step out. Okay, and what we expected is like this, right? Boom, it works. So we can compare the output as well. So even error reporting is correct now. You know what? We can actually do. Do this, and then if symbol first, so we don't have to check this part actually. And so why I'm doing this, because this is going to work for cases like this, right? And for cases and we'll just copy this actually. I copied too much. Boom. Yeah, there was a question. Does Java knowledge help you in Clojure? I assume that yes, since it was on JVM mainly, but what your opinion? Yeah, it helps. Yeah, of course. I mean, this is Java stuff, right? Writers and readers and stuff like that. Imports of Java stuff. And yeah, it is slightly better now. So when I started, it helped even more, because originally Clojure was like proper hosted language. Just like there is JVM Clojure. If you miss some feature in Clojure, just go to JVM and take it. And like, for example, looking for substring or checking for substrings or checking like finding element in an array. That was like you're just supposed to do that from through Java. Then ClojureScript came, and with ClojureScript, like you now have two dialects, and you ideally want to write Clojure code that works on both platforms, so they needed like some common ground, and they started to add functions that works in both places. Like, for example, string starts with, so like if string starts with something, like it's like in main library right now, in core library. Or stuff to check if something is a number, for example. Because before that, you're supposed to do stuff like instance of Java lang integer, but Java lang integer doesn't exist on JavaScript, right? They have cross-platform exceptions as well. So like I catch throwable here. I don't catch anything. I catch exception here. This is like also Java stuff, right? It doesn't exist in ClojureScript. And it's kind of pain in the ass to write a catch exceptions that catches both. So like, yeah. They try, so it's slightly better, but if you work on JVM, yeah, you're supposed to know how the stuff works. It seems to me that using Sublime with Clojure is much easier. There is no syntax and types. It's just perfect match for such simple editor. It would be much harder to use something like Kotlin Scala. Probably. I don't know. I mean, Kotlin or Scala is harder to use, like not depending on the editor. I'm not sure what you refer to as, like how exactly are you going to use editor to edit Kotlin? I mean, like what features from the editor you need that you can have in Clojure, but you can't have in Kotlin. Yeah, I see the blinking now in the OBS. This probably OBS is fucked up. Probably I'm not on the latest version or something. But yeah, I mean, I'm not sure about language server, but I guess there is one for Sublime. There must be, right? And if you have it, then all language is the same, kind of. What I mean, what do you expect from editor? Like format your code, go to definition. We have go to definition. Boom, I went to definition. Yeah, refactoring. Yeah, that's probably not Sublime strong part. What are your opinions on Berkeley monofont? It's okay. I used it for a while. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Looks like much changed, and I remember some years ago I was following you live coding or Grumpy and kind of made my blog out of your lessons. Cool. Yeah, if it was several years ago, then Clojure Sublime probably didn't exist. So the thing that let me evaluate these forms and see the results in line, right? And, like expand them, look up, I can't look Java, but look up Clojure documentation and editor. I mean, in Sublime, it always existed in Emacs or Visual Studio Code, but in Sublime, this is new. I created it last year, I think, and I'm very happy with it. Okay, I think we're good. Let me do test, project clj, depth, Ubuntu, 2.4. What is the latest? What is the latest Ubuntu on GitHub Actions? GitHub Actions Ubuntu. I mean, this page. It's 2204. So we're on the latest again. So stage. Let me check. It's Meet. Yeah, it's Meet. I should update the license file actually. Because it should say 24. Depths, we depend on Git, that's good. User namespace good. This good. This good. I don't have I don't have test separate test yet. And actually. Okay. Stage. So basically what we wrote and this test, right? Stage. Okay, let's call it initial. Boom, and we are on GitHub. Cool. Okay, thank you for joining. It's been 2 hours almost. We hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, we should look here. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry for the sound. And I'll try to get better next time. Bring my mic or something. Yeah. See you around. Bye-bye.